bit taken back as to how it needed a passcode. It's the first time that I was told that, so I had to go into my Zoom account and see if I could have found that passcode. So I'm very sorry about that. Normally, it's an open link, so I'm sorry about that.
No problem, no problem, no problem.
All right, let me just get one thing set up here, and I will be, we'll be starting. 1 second. All right, we are supposed to be good to go. So, how is Nigeria?
Well, Nigeria is doing great. Nigeria is it's cool. It's fine. Largest most populated black nation in the whole world. Very rich in oil. We are cool here. The weather is so good, so great.
And you all have some, and I know that you all have some awesome people there. I have so many friends, and I've made them now my family in Nigeria. It's amazing. There is this new song that came out by Moses Bliss, and I have been blasting it from my music setup and dancing in my kitchen up till last night. I was having a party. Listen, Moses Bliss, I am telling you, we're getting bigger every day.
Wow.
But Nigeria is very close to my heart. I'll tell you something. Sharif, I'll tell you something. It's been 23 years that my husband and I have been praying for the people in Africa, Nigeria. 23 years for doors to open like right now. This is an answered prayer by having you come on this call to speak to me.
Oh yeah, Nigeria, I can tell you Nigeria is a very great country, and I really appreciate all your effort, everything you have been doing to make sure that you have Africa here in mind, and you are doing all what you can to make sure that you see African people advance and being prosperous and doing right thing at the right time. I really appreciate you for that. For 27 years, you've been doing that. You've been praying for Africa. That's great. And we too are praying for everybody all over the world.
Yes.
God should really bless us and put us in a good position to be able to help everybody all over the world. And that's what we are doing. We have the same mission. I have the same mission.
Amen. Amen. So, listen, I am super excited to have you on this call. The name of the show, everyone, you know the drill. Money Talks with Dr. Mel, where I have been bringing you the best education week after week from the best people in the industry, making sure that you have all your information in point to make a decision about what we do and how we created a new lifestyle, learning the skill set of the 21st century. All right. So with me today, I have Sharif on the call, guys. Amazing, well-renowned educator. And listen, this guy's wisdom is on par when it comes how we are moving from fiat to digital. That space that we are in, it's absolutely great having Sharif on the call. And Sharif, I know you're a very busy guy, so I am going to dive straight into it just so that I could get all my questions covered. All right?
All right. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. So, yeah. Sharif, all the way over the seas in Nigeria, tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, just coming from an humble background, like any other person. Sharif Adeyemi is my name once again. I'm a native of Ogun State, here in Nigeria, Southwest Nigeria. And I am educated here in Nigeria. I have my university education. I have BSc International Relations to be precise, master's degree in International Relations, and master's degree in Business Administration from one of the best universities in Nigeria. Again, I've
Wow.
worked in so many organizations and the rest like that before really coming here to see the opportunity. But I don't want to go into that because the question is not targeted around that place. Now, again, I have a wife and a kid, 3 kids. One is already in university.
Wow.
The other two are about to enter university. Look, I look young, but I
Yes.
early, very, very early. That's why you are seeing that.
Yes.
So I've worked in several organizations, like I said, and when you compare what I've seen in other organizations with what I am on to now, the gap is like this. So I really thank God for where God has taken me to today and where He's still going to take me to as we journey along the line. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I really give thanks to God Almighty for sparing my life and bringing me to this stage. So
Great. That's amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. Now, you touched on a topic and I want to just expound on that a little bit. So you spoke about your education and it's very, very impressive. But one thing I want to find out from you. Yes, you are highly educated in the other fields. Talking about education, when it comes to digital space, when it comes to what you do now, tell me, a lot of people out there have been attacking, sometimes questioning, sometimes pointing fingers as to why is this education that we do, why is there a cost to it? Why couldn't it be for free? If it's so much money that you guys earn, why don't you give it for free? So my question to you is, what would you recommend to someone listening why they should pay for quality top class education as opposed to going on one of these sites and reading and learning for free? What's the difference? Why would you recommend that person pay for quality education as what you give on the company that you work with?
Well, there's quite a lot of difference on that. When you are looking at, you want to go to the sites, go to Google, go to all the search engines and go and search for, and going really paying for education. There are quite a lot of there are quite a lot of differences in the two. At the end of the day, you can still ask a question: why should people go to university?
That's
Why
it.
did they go to College of Education to go and read medicine? You can as well go and Google it. You can as well go to, oh, I want to read everything about medicine. Let me go and Google it. Then you Google it for, you know how many years it takes to even do law or do medicine or something like that. It takes, here in Nigeria, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you get to all those things. While I did my master, it took me quite a long years, 4 years in university, 1.5 years for first master, 1 and 2 years for the second masters. So, and I paid seriously for it. I can as well say, okay, master in business administration, you have quite a lot of things you can go to and go and start googling, see what is this, what is that one. But you can never get there because one, you are going to get some personal mentorship. You are going to have a kind of environment where you relate with so many people, you talk, you share ideas and the rest of that. You are going to get your lecturers, engage them in physical talking, some other social things, because it's not just reading. There are so many other
Yes.
things, many of them that cannot really, really quantify in terms of
Yes.
advantage and all those things that comes out of it. So, and apart from that, saying that you want to start googling this and that, you can't compare that to a paid education. It's better when you pay, then there is always that confidence, there is always that commitment, there is always that focus that, oh, if I can pay for this, I should be able to make sure that I don't waste that money. I should be able to make sure that I concentrate more. So it brings a whole level of confidence in you and focus and determination to really achieve. But when you are googling it, you don't really attach much importance to it, and nobody is giving you an explanation, a critical explanation of what is meant when the particular thing, a statement can be made, and you can use more 1001 examples, ideas, perception to really analyze what that thing is. If you don't have that, when you Google, it doesn't take you there fully, but you have to look at it from a holistic point of view and make sure that you are able to focus and concentrate. So paying, to me, is okay. That does not mean that you cannot go, but paying for it, I've analyzed the advantages and the rest like that, is much more, as far as I am concerned, much more important than it gives me more opportunity to be able to stay focused, stay determined, make sure that I have a goal that I want to achieve, and it makes me to be able to explore the ideas of other people, make me to be able to engage personally, be free, because that burning desire is there in me to really make sure that I get a full maximum benefit of what I'm paying for. So that will give me more huge move to really
Yes.
go extra mile to get value for what I am paying for. So it cannot be compared at all. The difference is, the gap is wide. So you have a lot of, depending on you and what you want to really do with that. So it's very, very important when you pay, there are quite a lot of things. And when you do that, you too, you feel fulfilled by yourself that yes, you have gotten some certain thing from professionals and the rest of that. They have taught you, they have a streamlined kind of ways they are going to teach you, and everything goes on very fine, and you'll be happy at the end of the day that yes, you have really achieved. So, but when you say you want to do it free, I can tell you, you will not get the full benefit that you want when you go for free. So those are the differences between the two. And I
That
enjoy everybody to make sure that you cultivate the habit of discipline yourself, pay for whatever you want to pay. Nothing is free. Nothing. Don't always think it is free when I go, because that will not make you what you really want. So try as much as possible and pay. There's nothing wrong in paying.
That is amazing. And that is exactly my point of view. That is exactly what I tell folks. You are going to be in a space which is the largest liquid financial market in the entire globe. You can't expect to not have that cost you anything. You want to become the best doctor? You go to the best med school. You want to become the best dentist? You find the best education. When it comes to becoming a sharpshooter, when it comes to becoming a boss, an ace like yourself in this field, you want to get the best education, and it's critical. It's critical because, as I tell folks, you're not coming into this space to lose money. That's not the objective. The objective is for you to gain, for you to profit, for you to learn the new skill set of the 21st century and profit. All right? So that was absolutely amazing. Now, Another question I have for you, Sharif, is this. And guys, if you're now coming in all the way from Nigeria, I have my guests with me today. And now I want you to tell us, what are some of the common mistakes that you have seen many people do once they enter this space? What are some of the common mistakes as to why people fail or are not successful?
Yeah. Okay, that is the one particular question that interests me most, because when I try to enter into the digital world, then I begin to ask myself some pertinent questions, which is one of those questions that you have made. Why are people failing? Because that has been the usual statement by people. For me, when you see some people saying they fail with this, you want to know why. Why? Because people just talk that, oh, this, oh, is this, is that. They fail. So I've seen that person, he failed on it. Why do people fail? There are quite a lot of answers to that. First of all, in the digital world, world, and when you are talking of trading in the largest financial market in the whole world, there are so many mistakes that people made that make them fail. One, they don't understand the, the skill set that is involved in what they are doing. You want to learn to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be an accountant, you want to be a dentist, whatever skill set you need to have. I mean, whatever profession you want to go into, you need to learn the skill set about that profession. It's not about just saying, yes, I like this. Just go there and come back and say it's failing. I'm failing because of this and that. People lack the zeal, desire to learn. So being unable to admit the fact that I want to learn this is one of the reasons why people fail. It's not just going there alone. I could remember when I want to join this digital space. The first question I asked myself is, how am I going to profit into this? How am I going to sustain my tempo into this? Not, I knew what I was looking for. And the only thing that can help me in that is to acquire the skill set, to be knowledgeable about what you want to be good at doing. You need to go into it. But do people aspire to be knowledgeable on that? No. All they want is the financial aspect, the money aspect. They go into it, don't understand how you make it, get out, they start shouting, oh, it's not working, it's not this, it's not that. Secondly, you have, for those people that are there, some of them are greedy. Greedy in the sense that they are taking, let me say, off the line when when the educator or whoever that is their mentor or whoever that is training them or coaching them ask them to do A, B, C, D before you do this, this, and this. They don't do that. They don't care. They do what they feel they should do. And they know the simple instruction that has been passed. They will never take it. They go ahead and do the other thing. At the end of the day, you see them in a, they don't, it still boils down to that learning aspect. They are greedy. Instead of taking some certain things to avoid that, they didn't. They wouldn't. So what they would do is to do the opposite. And when you do the opposite, you see the result. Then again, people fail to listen or to listen to advice. They are not patient enough when they are running their trades, when they are doing whatever they want to do. They don't wait for some certain things to happen before they jump into the market. If we are taking market, for example, now, I always tell my people, please Allow the market to come to you. Allow the opportunity to come to you before you strike, because that opportunity will definitely come. Don't ever think otherwise. Just be patient, be calm, allow the opportunity to come, then strike them. You will see it. You will know it. It's not by magic. It's by education. Once you are able to be guided by very solid education about how this thing works, I can tell you, be doing it and you just be laughing every time. You can wake me up now and say, okay, analyze this trade. I have so many things I will put in place immediately, which are very, very simple things that you will see like that. Wow, I don't know it's this simple. And you will do it like this, and you will be getting results almost every time. Almost every time you'll be getting results. So most of the reason why people are not successful in this is that, one, when they say they are not successful, ask them who teach them, who is mentoring them, which particular school are they attending, which particular academy, who are the educators there, are they renowned one or not, or do they really know their onions, or do they really understand how the market works? You find out that a lot of people that are complaining about it will not give you a very good answer to that. If you say, I failed in this, who teaches? Who taught you about this? How long did you do it? They won't tell you. Did you abide by the instruction given to you? No way. They will not tell you all these things. You make a mistake, you should admit that, yes, I made a mistake because of my insistence on what I believe in, not what is being taught. So all these things accounts to people not being able to really hit it the way because they don't listen, they are not preparing their mind to really subject themselves to a situation whereby you allow everything that is, you internalize everything that is being taught, so that you can now go ahead and put it into practice and demo for some time, that you feel there is confidence for you now to go live or to practicalize live what you have been taught over time. But people are not ready. They are not patient enough to listen to all these things, to make sure that they grab the needed education for them to remain afloat. Look, as I am, I still continue to train myself. I have mentors. I have mentors in US. I have mentors in US. I have mentors in UK that are still training me, because I know that this market is dynamic. It keeps on going. The day you say you don't want to learn again, you've known everything. Sorry, you have missed it, because every day things keep changing and you need to adapt to what's there. IM Mastery Academy is not the same thing as it is when I joined about 4 years ago. By September, to be precise, 4 years. So wow. what was on the ground then and what is available now, a lot of transformations has happened. So that is how it will be in the next 4 or 5 years to this time. We want to project something higher. The rate at which we are going to be entering the market is going to, the kind of education you will have, the kind of revolution, the way we trade, and the entry of people and the way you do your things definitely is going to change. So you have to continuously prepare your mind and prepare yourself for that. And the only way you can get there is to get yourself in a position whereby you continue to have that education consistently. People in the short term, or in summary, they do not want to learn. All they want is that they've seen an opportunity, they've seen that there is money there, but what is it? What is that critical thing I need to know about this? They fail to do that, and that has remained one of the major issues facing people. But if you can do that, listen, acquire the right skill set about this, I can tell you, you have liberated yourself for whole for your lifetime, and you will use that skill set to liberate so many other people world over, just like what you are doing to people all over the world, what I am doing to people all over the world, that we are helping other people that have gained something to even spread the gospel. It's been a wonderful thing.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. In a way, I feel as it's we are fulfilling purpose, because we are helping people become on their journey to financial freedom. And that's a big, big deal because even in my past, I used to work many, many years for the government, for our public sector. And I didn't feel as though I had a life. And I wanted change. My hours were crazy. My income was crazy. At the end of the month, there was no room for growth. And I wanted to do so much more. And I refused to be caught up in a system where my life and my time was valued. And I knew I was worth so much more. And that's when I made the change. And I tell people that the change has to come first. The decision has to be made first. Then the change, then the mindset, everything will follow. But you have to come to a conclusion. I cannot go on like this. And you desire change. Now, I'm going to ask you, Sheriff, because you've been in this 4 years and you've been in this long enough to understand what would you say, in your opinion, is the requirement? What do you think is really required? What does a person have to have when they come into this space to become successful? Do they need to have a lot of degrees? What do they have to become successful?
Well, thank you for that question. It's very, very important that for people to know that for you to be successful in this digital space that we are now, you don't necessarily, once you can read and write, you have your internet, you have your phone, you have your laptop or something like that. Even what scenario, you have your phone, you have your internet, even if you don't have laptop. But you don't need any other thing. And you have a commitment to learn.
Commitment.
Yes, you have that. It's very, very
Yes.
important. Because if you don't have, even if you have your phone, we have quite a lot of people that have phones, that have big telly, that have internet, and that, but the commitment is not there. They've not really seen the vision. They've not really believed in themselves that yes, they can do it. Look, in my team here in Lagos, we've seen a very, very young child. I have trained quite a lot of young child. I'm talking of people from 7, 10, 15 and above doing this thing. Okay? Because we are building up. The way this young chap will reason is different from the way elder people will. At the same time, you have people that are 75 years old, 70 years old, 65 years old that were taught this and they are performing very well. So you can imagine, not to talk of people within the middle ages. See, if you have the commitment, that is okay for you. Then if you have your internet and the rest of that, that is okay. You don't have to have a whole degree. You don't have to be a BSc holder or MSc holder or this. Because anybody, anywhere can strike into this financial market. Bearing in mind that, yes, I want to learn. I want to learn. I'm decided to learn. I want to have the skill. And I want to go all out to get that skill. See, when you are focused on something and you are determined to get that skill, look, there is no stopping you. Because let me tell you, some people will come by your side, the mission breakers. Those are the people I call mission breakers. They will be telling you something negative. If you allow negative people to surround you to achieve it, definitely you will not. Because the moment they whisper this to you and that, you feel what they are saying is right, and you back out. You have missed. I'm telling you. But here, you should be able to understand the fact that Yes, if A can do it and be successful, there is no reason why I cannot. I've talked about young generation that have been taught about it and they are performing very well. I've talked about even the middle ages people and the old people. They are performing very well. Look, try it with them and you will see. So I have them, I can present them. So it's not a question of it's a two-way about it. They are trading very well. So there is no limit. There is no particular educational limit to for you to be able to enter this digital space and perform excellently well. You can do it. I can assure you, you can do it. Only if you meet the right people, you have the right mindset, you have the right education, you have the right tutors. I can tell you, it won't take you a while before you get to the promised land as far as Educator space learning is concerned.
Wow, wow, wow. So much wisdom coming from you, Sharif, this afternoon. And I agree absolutely 100% with you. Now, tell me something. This is a very light question. It's a nice question. Let me ask you this. If you've ever worked before, that's fine. But for the past 4 years since you've been in this space, I know it would have probably taken you maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I'm not sure. But from the time that aha moment came, when you started to understand what you're doing, it all made sense. It all came into being, so to speak. Tell me something, Sharif. What have you been benefiting? What are some of the benefits now, where you are in life now, as compared to what you know as life in the working world or in the university or wherever it was you were? Tell me, what do you enjoy? Is this thing for real, for real? And if it is, that means you don't work anywhere. That means you do this and you look very happy. You look very well rested. But tell me, let the folks hear, if this is the real deal. I didn't tell you what to say. Tell me, what are some of the benefits that you enjoy right now in your life every single day?
That's a wonderful question. I love that question so much because that question keeps me going every day. You know, one of the most striking answer to that question is that, you see, I've been able to, after being this platform for getting close to 4 years now, I've been able to acquire knowledge that I've been able to pass on to people. I've seen people, not only in Nigeria here, all over the world. You see, when you see the map here, it has a reason why it is there. This knowledge is aimed at impacting all the continents of the world.
Amen.
Everybody in this world are being impacted. We know ever since I've joined, and what I'm gaining now is that when I'm on my training, for example, and I see people making money live, this is as far as a question of just talking. We enter trade within 1.5 hours. People are smiling almost on daily basis.
I am one of those. I am one of those.
I'm telling you. And when I see people say, "Whoa, blue, Baba blue, oh, we are in money," or what today, that's where what some people will call me here in Nigeria. When I start, they will say, "Oh, what today?" You know meaning. When I start to start trading live, they say, "Oh, what today?" Meaning that money has come.
Wow.
Because the moment I enter, okay, let's start. We analyze the trade together and we hit the market. And before you know it, within the 1 hour on my go live session, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, we are done. Something must happen and people must laugh. That has always been it consistently. It is not by law, it's not by accident. is a product of knowledge that we are talking about.
Amen.
So one thing I love there is that seeing people happy, seeing people changing financial fortune of people all over the world, where they have thought that this thing can never be possible. And I always say people, bring in people, let them come and see that this is not a joke, this is not a film trick. This will happen the way the market is going live, and be making your money live. And it's happening. And people are enjoying, and people are thanking God for that. That is the greatest thing to me. When I see people that have had a kind of dejection that no, it can never happen. Oh, my life, how can I've lost some money here. And they are building, they are coming every day, and their horizon of knowledge keeps increasing. Their financial power is being increased. Their knowledge is being increased, and they are becoming more and more advanced in their learning and trading and the rest like that. Gives me the greatest joy. It's not about the money alone, but for the fact that I am impacting homes all over the world. That's my greatest joy in this. That is one. Secondly, I cannot compare what I've worked in several organizations before seeing the opportunity. And I can tell you, what I'm seeing here, it has given me a kind of hope for life.
Wow.
Hope for life that, wow. Well, unless there is no internet or phone, anywhere I am making money. Anywhere I am making money. And what other knowledge? If you are sleeping, you set your tray, before you wake up, the money is already there. If you are on live, you are doing it live, within 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you are seeing money, you are seeing dollars. I don't know the kind of profession that can be giving me that kind of money while I'm sleeping. And every time you always see it happening. Once you do the normal thing, that is acquiring the skill. Look, I've been able to impact people. I've been able to see the difference that you don't have to work hard. You need to work smartly. You understand what I mean? And this a way of making sure that you are able to find a solution to the financial challenge that is facing you. And I have done that for so many people. I've been able to use what God has given me, even though I'm still seeking for more. As I'm getting it, I promise God that yes, I'll be throwing it out to people. Let me be blessing people with it. That's why I always love this kind of program. Bless people with what God has given you. So God has really blessed me, and I thank God, and I'm really impacting it on people, because that is what is giving me the greatest joy ever. When I see you smile, oh, money today, blue here, oh, Baba Blue, oh, see, we are catching chickens, we are catching fish, we are catching points, we are doing this and doing that. I am always happy wherever you see me. So comparing it, it has been a wonderful experience. It has been a clear departure from working from morning to night, being controlled here and there, having somebody determining your life. Here, you can determine what you want for yourself without anybody, because you have the tool, you have the knowledge, you have the skill set to be able to do that at any point. Let them hide you in one corner, anywhere in the whole world. When you have your internet with it, money is rolling in any day, because you have the skill set. What a beautiful area I am. I'm proud to be part of this platform, I Mastery Academy, and to be in digital space and be helping people all over the world. It's a wonderful experience. I have taught people, I have imparted knowledge on my children. They are gurus. I have not launched them. The day I will launch them, you will see that some of them are going, in fact, sporadically more than the way I'm even doing it. So it's a huge advantage for every one of us anywhere in the whole world. So I bless God. There has been a great change, and I thank God for being for God to have used me to be a vessel in changing people's life. That's my greatest joy. And that's why I will never, ever, ever quit, because there's no reason for me to quit. Why? Because what else do I want from God?
Wow, wow, wow. That is, I mean, Sharif, I can hear it from your heart. You know, you have a heart of gratitude because you know what you did before. You know what you had to go through. You know what you had to endure while you're at work. Your mind is at home because you're thinking about something that could happen. You know when you have to leave your loved ones and go so far. I know, I mean, I could just imagine what you were going through and compare it to now. They ask you to wake up at 6 and come on and go live. We get up at 6. That's not hard compared to what we used to do. It costs you something every month. Okay, it costs you something every month. As you said, nothing good comes for free. But at the end of the day, you are in this space for 4 years. I am in this space just for a little under 2 years. And I have already been grateful for this opportunity because in my entire life, Sharif, and I have been working since I had about 15 and a half years old. That's how long I have been laboring. And when I look at the last 2 years of my life, the dreams that have come true because of this space, what I've been able to acquire financially because of this space, I could get up at any time in the morning as I please. I don't have to put my two little beautiful daughters by a babysitter. No, I'll give you an example. This morning, it was Valentine's Day in my home, and today is not Valentine's Day. Let me tell you what I mean. So, my husband is also full time. He follows you and Bali. And he and I, we were in the kitchen. We made breakfast. We did pancakes, we did eggs, we did sausages. We made it into heart shapes. Listen, we prepared a Valentine's breakfast, but it's not Valentine's Day. And that is something I could not do before I entered this space. And these are the things that we live for. Life happens and time goes so quickly that sometimes when you interview people and you say, after they've gone through the whole journey and they are retired or they're older in life now, and you ask these people, what is one of the things that you regret? The first answer, most of the times, 99% of the times, I regret not spending more time with my family. So I made a decision that's not going to be me. I don't want to miss a day. I don't ever want to hear a babysitter tell me, do you know she said mama today? And I was in work. I didn't even get that. I have to get when she says it maybe tomorrow. I didn't see her make her first steps. I have videos of all my two girls making their first steps because of this platform. So when I look at it and when I compare it to getting up at 4 in the morning, getting up at 3 a.m., leaving my home to get to work for 6.
Wow.
I did it for years, And as I told you, the one thing that wasn't changing and looking in my favor was my bank account. It just wasn't in my favor. I was paying bills, I was paying loans, but when you talk about investment money or savings money, I couldn't do that. Now, I'm telling you, no, if I can't make financial income claims, but I'm telling you. So life is good.
Exactly.
Life is good, right? So I understand what you mean. And you covered a very big topic I wanted to talk to you about, but you've already covered it and you did it so well, so passionately. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel when your team tells you I'm in blue or tells you thank you, now I can afford to buy groceries or I can afford to send my kids to school? Because of the pandemic, a lot of people cannot do that.
Yes.
You know, and I heard you say that it's such a blessing to hear your team call you Papa, to hear your team say we're in blue. Thank you for the opportunity. It makes you feel good, you know. You are fulfilling your purpose on the earth.
Yeah. And that is more reason why I will always continue to do that. I will always do everything that would make me to always be appreciated. I know God
Wow.
will appreciate you, even if human being doesn't appreciate you, God will appreciate you. But this one is so obvious that even if you bring your enemy to come and trade, in fact, that enemy will pray for you on that.
I love it. I love it.
He will
It's the
definitely
first
pray and
it's the
smile at you. That, oh yeah,
it's
I
the
was
first
sorry
time
for all the all the quarrel before. I'm in for you now.
It's the first time that I heard that, but I love it. I love it. I love how you put that. I love it. But Sharif, I mean, you have spent some time with me and I could talk. I mean, I could go on for another hour, but I know time doesn't permit us. I want you to just tell me this last thing and then we'll be able to end the show. Now, a lot of people will be watching this recording, so it will be on Facebook and YouTube, and a lot of people will be commenting. And if they have any questions, I will be writing you some messages letting you know that people have a few questions for you. But the last thing I want to ask you before we close off this call, if we have people on the call who are still being skeptical, they are still on the sidelines, and they are wondering, first of all, if this is real or if it's a scam, they are wondering, should they start if it's too late, they're not too sure. If you had to advise people who are sitting on the sidelines looking at us and they are interested but very skeptical, what advice would you give people for them to get started, like for them to make a decision to join this A team, not only to join the team, but to start on their journey to financial success? What would you tell them?
Well, the first thing I want to tell you is that look, for me too, as a person that have different kind of experience and education, I would not want to join anything that will bring me down, that go to bring my name into disrepute. One, to do something that will tarnish my image. Two, to do something that is not real, or to be involved in something that will not be there. So for me, before I even go, I must I must go and do research, not that big research, because you know why I have to go into this. The day I was shown this opportunity, for me, I'm a person that always open my mind to opportunity, but I will always try as much as possible to find out that this is the real one, because this one, whatever happens to human being, it's not by just accident. It's a divine thing from God. So, as far as I am concerned, and from the experience I've got for close to 4 years here, for those of you that are skeptical about is it a scam, is it really likely to work or not, I am telling you and I'm assuring you that this is not a scam. This is not a scam. You know, my own too, I am so concerned about not just partnering with company that is a scam. I cannot. Because going by my own name and my own background here, my name is very, very important to me than even money. You understand? Keeping that integrity in my family circle, my background. Hey, go to my background here in Nigeria. That name is very, very important. Have you hear me? Very, very important, crucial. So I will not want to do something that is not my name or that is not good, or that people will attach me to something that is scam or something like no. Okay. So as far as I am Mastering Academy is concerned, this is not a scam. Let people say whatever you want to say. If you say it's a scam, if you want to, we have credible educators here that are making. I don't want to start mentioning financial aspect because
Yes.
it's not allowed for us to make a financial aspect. But these are things you see. Like I always tell people, look, if you feel you have some people that are saying this thing is not real, bring them, let them come and see it happening live. We'll be making money, they'll be seeing it. We analyze the trade, the market is going to go this way, it goes this way, we make money. It goes that way, we make money. It's not a scam. It is not a scam. It's a product of knowledge and understanding of the market. And if you are able to get that, and I Am Master Academy is there to dish out those skill sets and understanding that you need to be a professional as far as digital space is concerned. So there's nothing like a scam here. If you are here, I can tell you, you are in the right place, you are in a good place. If you have any question of any something is not clear to you, all you need to do is just to approach my friend here or approach me. We are approachable. You can ask any question. We will tell you, we will guide you, we will handhold you to success. We will make sure that once you have the commitment and you are focused and you don't allow the side, people that are saying it's not true, because when people say something is not true, I want to see what is not true about it. Why is it not true? I want to build on that. And that's why I've been able to be successful in trying to find a solution to what people consider to be a challenge. So if you have a challenge, understand it, no problem. We handhold you because we know we don't have, that we are not blessed with the same thing. We will make sure that you are succeed. Once you are ready to learn, to submit yourself to learn, we are ready to help you. So all those, it's not possible. You are still feeling it is real and we can help you. You make dollar the way we are making. No question about that. We are going to help you to
Definitely, definitely. With people like you, Sharif, we are in good hands. I'm telling you. I must say, on behalf of Money Talks, I want to tell you personally, thank you for walking the road for 4 years and saying yes to this opportunity and not giving up. Instead of giving up, you mastered the skill set. You kept learning and you kept earning. You kept learning and you did that all for people like me who have come into this space, and now you have walked the road. You are now mentoring us. You are now guiding us. You and so many other educators that we have who walked this road before learned a lot of lessons to make sure that we don't make those same mistakes. All right. And I want to tell you, thank you for coming on this call. As I said, we bring the best to Money Talks. And today is truly another red letter day where we smash the information, educated people as to if this platform is real, if people are being profitable, what it takes to come into this space. Because, Sharif, I'm telling you, a lot of people think this is magic. A lot of people expect it to be like a lottery where you pick a number and you win. And I keep telling people their mindset has to change. They cannot expect overnight, one night, the same night that you join, you are not going to become successful. It may happen overnight, but it will not happen that first night that you join. You have to roll up your sleeves. As you said, you have to be committed. You have to have willpower. You have to want change. As long as we have those qualities, we have just made a handshake on our way to financial journey to success. All right. So I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Keep on doing what you're doing for people like us. We love you and God bless you and God bless all the beautiful. I see Obi on the call. Obi all the way in Nigeria, very close to you. We love all of you. Yes, he is watching us, and we are excited for what God is doing in Nigeria as well. And we love and appreciate every one of you. Let's get this, Sharif. And as we tell everybody, we will see them at the top because you know what they say the bottom is way too crowded. God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.